Hi dear gardeners, this is the Garden Guide channel. Today I will tell you the 4 secrets in growing roses and making them bloom heavily. For heavy blooming, I have identified 4 reasons and 4 things which help to bloom heavily. That is, the first thing which helps the plant to bloom more is cow manure. The cow manure which is decomposed completely, which is very old, it should be used in the planters to make it bloom more and more. For example, if you are mixing 50% soil, you have to mix 50% cow manure. That is the first thing. And then the second thing is, you have to use DAP fertilizer for roses. The rose plants love DAP very much, and the people who have some hesitation towards DAP can change their minds and they can use DAP easily, and it is not harmful and it is very helpful for roses. If it is a vegetable, you can avoid DAP. For example, if you think that it is a chemical, you can avoid it in vegetable gardening, but this is flower gardening, and that too the rose plants love DAP very much, so you can use DAP. The first thing is cow manure, decomposed cow manure. Using decomposed cow manure more and more in a flower pot in the soil mix. And then the second thing is, you have to use DAP once in a month, 1 gram per pot. For example, if it is a 6-inch pot, you have to use half gram. If it is a 10-inch or 12-inch pot, 1 gram or 1.5 grams. If it is a bigger pot, you can use 2 grams also. And you have to water thoroughly after using DAP. Immediately after throwing DAP granules on the soil, you have to water it thoroughly. So I have told you the second point. And then the third point is, in vegetable gardening, you have to use vegetable in rose gardening, you have to use vegetable compost. That is, in grow bags, you prepare your own vegetable compost. Every day you collect all the waste from kitchen, and you throw some soil here often, and then you will get the compost in 3 or 4 months, and after that you can take it and use it for this rose gardening. I have identified that this vegetable compost is very helpful in heavy blooming for roses. When I was composting vegetables, and one day I was searching for a grow bag to plant a new rose plant, but I did not find any grow bag there. So I planted a rose plant in a compost bin. In that compost bin, the rose was growing very well, and it was blooming very heavily. At that time only I came to know that rose plants love vegetable compost very much. And then the final thing is, you have to use rainwater or RO water or drinking water for rose plants. For example, if you are getting municipality water, corporation water every day, you can use that if there is no bleaching powder is used in that water. So you have to use proper water for because most of the borewell water is not suitable for in so many areas it is not suitable for rose plants, and the rose plants die due to the borewell water itself. But in some areas the borewell water is very nice, and it doesn't have any salts in it. So if it is not affecting the plant, you can use the borewell water. But if you think that you have tried so many things in rose gardening and rose gardening is failing, the reason may be the hot water you are using from your borewell water. So it's better to collect rainwater in a chump, in a underground water tank, and have a motor for it, small motor pump for that, and you can use the water till the next rain comes. For 2 or 2.5 months you can use the rainwater, and you can grow the rose plants very well. The rose plants love rainwater very much because the soil gets some acidic, it becomes acidic because of the rainwater. And then you can use RO water also. If you are having only a few plants, you can pour RO water from your kitchen and you can grow your roses well. So these are the factors which I found out in my rose gardening. I am searching for more and more new ideas also. If you have any new idea, you can also share in the comment sections. And then And then another fault is when you are doing the soil mix, we are seeing so many YouTube channels and so many people are guiding us to do so many soil mixtures. So we are doing that mistake, that is we are mixing one third of vermicompost and one third of sand and one third of soil. That is okay, but you may not expect heavy blooming in that soil mix. That soil mix is okay, rich, but heavy blooming you cannot expect from that sort of soil mix. And then some people are mixing coco peat and vermicompost and soil, and some people are mixing vermicompost and cow manure and soil. But the best soil mix is 50% soil, rich soil, and 50% cow manure. And the 50% soil you are using should be well draining soil, it should not be sticky also. So like that you have to give more cow manure, you have to use DAP, you have to use vegetable compost, and you have to use rainwater or RO water or municipality water continuously. If the municipality water contains some chemicals like bleaching powder or chlorine, you should not use it for roses, you should definitely avoid that. So you have to follow all my instructions if you want to see more and more blooming and the plant without any stress, without any thrips or any other pest attacks. And then you have to use pesticides also, proper pesticides. Often in weekly you have to use pesticides, then our plants will be very beautiful and we can be good rosarians, I think. So please follow all these methods. And then you can give compost tea also. In the grow bags you will be you will be getting some watery substance in the bottom of the grow bags. When you are throwing vegetable cuttings every day to the grow bag in the compost bin, and you are throwing soil also, the water will be leaking, the juicy liquid from the vegetable waste will be coming outside in the drainage hole, and you can collect it and mix it with more and more water, dilute it, and then you can give it to rose plants. Then the rose plants will grow very very well. So these are all the ideas I have found out in my 2 years experience, and I am researching more and more about growing rose plants well in hot cities. So you also share me your ideas who are all growing rose plants in hot cities. You share your ideas to make our garden beautiful. So these are all the things I have identified, and you see these are all my other plants. These plants are growing very very well in my areas. This hibiscus plants and adenium, all the things are coming well, but rose we have to learn more and more and follow these things. Thank you friends, bye bye.